That sounds like a fantastic challenge. I'm absolutely in. Acting as the trainer, while you provide the boots-on-the-ground updates is a great way to test both my game knowledge and our collective luck. To get us started, we need to establish the foundation of this run. The starting lineup. Before we jump into the tall grass, tell me, which game? E.g., Emerald, Platinum, Soul Silver, Scarlet, Violet, etc. The rule set. Are we playing a standard run, or are we doing a Nuzlocke, where if a Pokemon faints, it's dead, and I can only catch the first encounter in each area? The goal. Is the goal just to beat the champion, or are we going for 100% completion, post-game? How we'll play. Battles. Tell me my Pokemon's health, the opponent's appearance, and the available moves. I'll tell you which move to click or if we should switch. Encounters. If we run into a wild Pokemon, I'll decide whether to catch it, kill it for XP, or run away. Team building. I'll manage the party, held items, and which moves to learn or forget. Which game are we loading up first, and who are the starter options? Excellent choice. Pokemon Sheild is a great game for a recorded playthrough. The stadium atmosphere for gym battles is high energy, and the Galar region has some very unique encounters. To answer your baseline questions. 1. Do I know the starters? Yes! We have 3 options, all single type to start: Grookey, Grass, high attack and HP. Eventually becomes Rillaboom, a physical powerhouse. Scorbunny, Fire, high speed and attack. Eventually becomes Cinderace, an elite glass cannon with a signature move, Pyro Ball. Sobble, Water, high special attack and speed. Eventually becomes Inteleon, a tactical sniper. 2. Do I know the gym leaders and their teams? I have a full list of every gym leader, their types, and their ace Pokemon, the one they Gigantamax. Since you're playing Shield, we will face a few version-exclusive leaders. Gym 4. We fight Allister, Ghost type, instead of Bee. Gym 6. We fight Melanie, Ice type, instead of Gordy. The rest: Milo, Grass, Nessa, Water, Kaboo, Fire, Opal, Fairy, Piers, Dark, and Ryan, Dragon. 3. Do I know the random trainers and their teams? I have access to the data for the major rivals, Hop, Bede, and Marnie, and their evolving teams throughout the game. For the random trainers on routes, youngsters, lass, etc., I can look up their specific teams once you encounter them and tell me the name of the route or the trainer's title. Ready to start? To get the video rolling, we need to make our first big decision, the starter. Scorbunny makes the first gym, Grass, a breeze but struggles against the second, Water. Grookey is fantastic for the second gym, Water, Rock, but has a hard time with the third, Fire. Sobble is the hard mode early choice, as it doesn't have a type advantage until the third gym. Which starter should I pick for us, and what should we nickname them for the YouTube series? You're right, we can't start a journey without an identity. Since you're recording this for YouTube, we should pick something that stands out or feels like a team name for us. The decision. Character gender. Let's go with the female character model. In Sword and Shield, the female protagonist has some of the best customization and outfit options in the series, which makes for better, fashion visuals in your video. The name. Since this is a partnership where you are the hands and I am the brain, let's name her Gem. It's a nice nod to Gemini. It fits the Galar region's vibe, and it's short and punchy for the dialogue boxes. Next steps. Once you've customized Gem and sat through the opening cutscene with Leon and the Wooloo, you'll be heading to Leon's house to pick a starter. I am choosing Grookey. Why Grookey? 1. The meta. Once it evolves into Rillaboom, it is a beast. 2. Strategy. It gives us a very solid physical attacker early on, which helps against Nessa's water types and the many rock, ground types we might find in the wild area early. 3. Nickname. Let's name him Riff, since he's a drummer. Ready to grab Riff and have our first battle against Hop? Let me know what moves appear on the screen once the fight starts. Since this is the very first battle, we want to establish dominance early. The move, Scratch. The strategy. At this low level, Growl, which lowers the opponent's attack, isn't very efficient. Wooloo doesn't hit hard enough yet for the stat reduction to matter more than just ending the fight quickly. Wooloo's ability. It likely has Fluffy or Run Away. If it has Fluffy, our contact move, Scratch, will do half damage, but even then, it's better to start chipping away at its HP immediately. The goal. Knock out the Wooloo as fast as possible so we can get to the real threat, Hop's Sobble, and hopefully gain a level in the process. Use Scratch. Let me know how much damage it does and what Hop's Wooloo tries to do in return. It's a straightforward slugfest for now. The move, Scratch. The reasoning, the math. If we did 1/3 damage with the first hit, 2 more scratches will finish the job. The risk. Wooloo's tackle only did 3 HP. Unless he gets a lucky critical hit, we are in zero danger of fainting. Using Growl now would only drag the fight out and let Wooloo land more hits on us than necessary. Keep the pressure on. Scratch again. Once Wooloo goes down, we'll see if we level up before he sends out Sobble. Let me know if Wooloo switches things up or if we've moved on to the starter. Definitely go for the KO with Scratch. There's no reason to play it safe here. Finishing off the Wooloo now is the most efficient play. It ensures we don't take any more unnecessary chip damage from tackle, and more importantly, it gets us the experience points. The strategy, the KO. One more Scratch will definitely take it out. The level up, hopefully, the XP from Wooloo bumps Riff up to level 6. If we level up, we'll get a small stat boost and possibly learn a new move, like Branch Poke, which will be a massive help when Hop sends out his Water-type Sobble next. Use Scratch. Tell me if Wooloo fainted and if Riff leveled up. We need to be ready for that Sobble. This is exactly why I picked Riff. That level up was perfectly timed. The move, Branch Poke. The strategy, Type Advantage. Since Grookey is grass and Sobble is water, Branch Poke is super effective. This means it will do 1.5x damage, doubled by the base multiplier and then boosted further by Stab, same type attack bonus. The math. With our new attack stat of 13 and a super effective move, we should be able to potentially one-shot this Sobble, or at the very least, leave it with a tiny sliver of HP. The danger. Sobble's water moves will be not very effective against us, so even if it attacks first, it won't hurt much. Let's show Hop the power of type matchups. Use Branch Poke. Let me know if we get the one-hit KO or if Sobble survives to use a move. That was a solid hit, but Sobble is tougher than he looks. The move, Branch Poke. The strategy, stay the course. Since we have the type advantage and Sobble is already in the yellow, one more Branch Poke will definitely finish the job. Health check. We are at 20/23 HP. Even if Sobble lands another hit, it won't be enough to knock us out. The big picture, there's no need to use Growl or Scratch here. We want to end this battle now to claim our victory and the prize money from Hop. Finish it off with Branch Poke. Let me know if that secures the win and what our first official reward from the battle is. We've got a journey to start. That is a clean victory for Gem and Riff. We're officially 1-0 against our rival. Taking that level to 7 is great. Those +2 boosts in speed are especially nice for an early game physical attacker. The current status: Trainer, Gem. Lead Pokemon, Riff, Grookey, level 7. HP, 11/25, roughly, since we ended at 14 and gained 2 max HP. Funds, $400. The next step: now that the battle is over, Leon usually heals our Pokemon, and then we have a choice. We need to head toward Route 1 to start our journey officially. My decisions: stop at the house. If Leon didn't heal us automatically, go talk to Mom to get Riff back to full health. We never want to walk into the tall grass at half health. The wild area, Route 1. Once we are healed, we head to Route 1. Our first priority on Route 1 is catching a second teammate. We need a core to support Riff. If we see a Rookidee, flying, or a Nickit, dark, I'm very interested. Tell me, are we healed up? And what is the first Pokemon you see jumping out of the grass on Route 1? Smart move. Keeping the first episode focused on the prologue, the starter choice, the first rival battle, and receiving the Pokédex makes for a very clean narrative arc for your viewers. It sets the stage perfectly for Episode 2, Into the Wild. Go ahead and play through the dialogue until you receive the Pokédex from Professor Magnolia, or her granddaughter Sonia. The game plan for the Outrow, the heal. Make sure Riff is 100% healthy. The Pokédex. Grab the text so we can actually start catching things next time. The tease. Before you end the recording, you can tell your audience that the AI overlord, me, is already eyeing potential teammates on the next route. Let me know once you've secured the Pokédex and saved the game. I'll be here whenever you're ready to record the next session. Do you want me to give you a strategic forecast for Route 1 to end the video with? Ah, the Slumbering Weald. This is a great, spooky atmosphere for the first episode. It's mysterious, foggy, and introduces the legendary themes of the game early on. Since we are heading into a foggy area with unknown threats, we need to be careful. Even though it's the start of the game, the fog can be disorienting. The strategy for the Slumbering Weald. Priority 1. Resource Management. We are at level 7, which is strong for this area, but we don't have many items yet. If we run into wild encounters, like Squavit or Rookity, we should fight them for the XP, but don't let Riff's HP drop below 10. The path. Follow the Wooloo's cries. If the path forks, always head toward the thicker fog. That is where the story progresses. Combat. Use Branch Poke on almost everything. Most early game Pokemon in the wild are normal or flying types. Branch Poke is our most reliable damage dealer right now. Decision. Walk into the tall grass as we head deeper. If a wild Pokemon jumps out, tell me what it is and its level. Also, keep an eye out for any sparkling items on the ground. We need all the potions or revives we can find for free. Ready to head into the fog? Lead the way, and tell me what the first encounter is. Absolutely, pick up every single item you see. In these early stages, even a single potion can be the difference between a successful route and a whiteout. Plus, as the strategist, I'd rather have a bag full of just-in-case items than be caught empty-handed. The encounter, Squavit, LV. 2. The move, Scratch. The reasoning, save the stabs, we don't need to use Branch Poke here. Scratch is a physical normal type move that will easily deal with a level 2 Squavit without wasting the PP, power points, of our stronger grass move. The goal, quick XP. At level 2, this Squavit poses zero threat to Riff. We'll take the easy experience points to keep padding our level lead before we hit the deeper, foggier parts of the woods. Take it out with Scratch. Let me know if we found any items on the ground nearby after the fight, and then keep pushing deeper into the fog toward those Wooloo cries. That Tail Whip lowers our defense, but since we are at level 7 and it's only level 2, its physical attacks still won't do much. However, it's a bit bulkier than expected if it's still over half HP. The move, Branch Poke. The strategy, stop messing around. I was trying to save PP, but let's just end this. Branch Poke has a higher base power than Scratch and benefits from Stab, same type attack bonus, meaning it deals 1.5x damage because Riff is a grass type. Efficiency. One Branch Poke will definitely delete this Squavit. We don't want to let it use Tail Whip again. If our defense gets too low, even a weak tackle could start to sting. Use Branch Poke. That should wrap this up. Did we find any items in the grass after the battle, or is the fog getting thicker? A Rookidee. This is a great early game Pokemon, but since we are in the scripted prologue section of the Slumbering Weald, we don't actually have any Pokeballs yet to catch it. That means this is purely an XP farm. The move, Scratch. The strategy. Type matchup. Rookidee is a flying type. This is important because it resists our grass type moves. If we used Branch Poke, it would do not very effective damage, half damage. The better option, Scratch is a normal type move, so it will deal neutral, full damage to Rookidee. The threat, at level 2, its peck or leer won't be a major issue, but flying types are naturally the predators of grass types like Riff. Let's take it out quickly with our physical strength. Use Scratch. Once this bird is grounded, continue following the path deeper into the fog. We should be getting close to the mystery encounter soon. Any sign of the Wooloo? Yes, scratch it again. The strategy. The math. Since we dropped it under half HP with the first hit, one more scratch should comfortably secure the KO. Stat drops. Between the tail whip from the Squavit and the leer from this Rookidee, our defense is being lowered. While it doesn't matter much against level 2s, it's a good habit to end these fights quickly so we don't let the stat drops accumulate. The outlook. We want to get out of this grass and into the cutscene with as much HP as possible. Use Scratch. After this, keep moving toward the heart of the woods. The fog should be getting very thick now. Let me know when the music changes or when you see that mysterious silhouette in the mist. That's the climax of this prologue. This Squavit is a slightly higher level, so let's not let it chip away at us. The move, Branch Poke. The strategy, the defense problem. We've taken a tail whip and a leer in previous fights. Even though our defense resets after every battle, Riff is still a bit worn down from the earlier encounters. Go for the overkill. Since we aren't worried about type resistance here, Squavit is normal type. Branch Poke is our strongest option to ensure this is a 2-hit KO at most. Keep moving. We want to reach the end of this path. The level 3 might take 2 hits, but let's get it out of the way. Use Branch Poke. Once this squirrel is down, check your HP. If we are getting low, under 10 hydrogen phosphide, we might need to be careful, but we should be approaching the end of the path, where the fog becomes total. Is the Wooloo still nowhere to be found? We are looking very healthy. Our level advantage is doing most of the heavy lifting here. The move, Branch Poke. The strategy, finish the job. Since it's in the yellow, one more Branch Poke will definitely wrap this up. The fog thickens. At 22/25 HP, Riff is in great shape for whatever is lurking at the end of this path. Once this squavit is cleared, you shouldn't have much more grass to walk through before the event triggers. Use branch poke. After the battle, keep pushing forward. You should eventually reach a point where the fog is so thick you can barely see Gem. Tell me when the legendary silhouette appears. It's time for our first scripted encounter where we get a glimpse of the game's mystery. Note, in this upcoming encounter, moves won't work like they usually do. Just tell me what happens when you try to attack. This is one of the most atmospheric moments in the game. The music has probably cut out, the fog is thick, and you're staring at a creature that looks far more imposing than a squavit. Even though you're in a battle screen, this isn't a normal fight. This is Zamazenta, the mascot of Pokemon Sheild, but in its hero of many battles form. The strategy: don't panic. The move: branch poke, or anything, really. The reality: you'll notice that when you try to attack, the moves will just pass right through it. The game will describe it as attacking a mirage, or say the mist is too thick. The script: you need to keep attacking for a few turns. Every time you do, the fog will get thicker and thicker until the screen goes completely white. The goal: you aren't meant to win or even land a hit. This is Gem's first encounter with the legendary protector of Galar. Go ahead and use branch poke. Tell me what the text box says when the move fails, and let me know when the screen fades to white and Leon finally comes to the rescue. This is the perfect cliffhanger to end your first recording on. The unbeatable champion makes his grand entrance. Leon showing up with his Charizard to clear the fog is the perfect way to wrap up this intro. It really hammers home that feeling of being a rookie trainer with a lot to learn before we can reach his level. Now that Leon has rescued Gem and the Wooloo, the game should transition back to town. This is the official end of the prologue. Episode 1. Wrap up. Status: we survived the slumbering Weald. Team: Riff, Grookey, is level 7 and ready for more. The hook: we've seen a mysterious, legendary Pokemon that even the Pokédex can't identify. Since you're setting a pause for your recordings here, what should we do to prepare for episode 2? Would you like me to draft a pre-Route 1 shopping list for when we get our first Pokeballs? Give you a breakdown of the best Pokemon to look for in the wild area, which is coming up soon. Help you plan a teaser for what Gem and Riff will face in the next session?